Hello students, welcome back to MegaMind Mentor. I am Honey. In this video, we are going to do the last exercise of chapter 1 number systems, that is exercise 1.6. So before we start the exercise, I want you to know that I have already made videos on the previous exercises of the same chapter. You can find its link in the description box and also in the I button. Do check them out. Now let us start this video. Now, as we solve the questions of this exercise, we will be making use of most of these laws of exponents that you see right now on your screen. So you can pause the video here and go through all the laws of exponents. In the first question, we are going to make use of laws of exponent to find the value of this. So what do we have here is 64 and it is raised to the power 1 by 2. Now I can write 64 as 8 into 8 and the power remains 1 by 2. Now this 8 into 8 can be represented in form of power, that is 8 to the power 2, and the whole power becomes 1 by 2. Now we are going to make use of one of the laws of exponent, that is if a raised to the power m is whole raised to the power n, then finally we actually multiply the powers. So here also you can see that 8 is raised to the power 2 and the whole is raised to the power 1 by 2. These two powers will get multiplied. So 2 gets multiplied with 1 by 2. Now we are going to solve the powers. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled and we have 8 raised to the power 1, or we can simply write 8. Now let us solve question number 2. Question number 2 is 32 is raised to the power 1 by 5. So I can write 32 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 5 times, and this whole is raised to the power 1 by 5. In case you don't know that from where these 5 2 came, I would like to tell you that we have just factorized 32. So on factorizing 32, we get here 16, again divided by 2, you get here 8, divided by 2, you get 4, by 2, you get 2, and again we are ending with 2. So how many 2 do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is where I have written 32 as in terms of 2. As 2 is 5 times here, so I will write it as 2 to the power 5 and it is whole raised to the power 1 by 5. Now we have just used this identity, that is a to the power m whole to the power n is equal to a m into n. We are going to make use of this same identity here. So 2 to the power 5 is multiplied with 1 by 5 on using this identity. Now 5 and 5 gets cancelled and we have just 2 to the power 1 left, or our simplified form is just number 2. Likewise, let us do the third question. So question number 3 is 125 raised to the power 1 by 3. Now I can write 125 as 5 into 5 into 5 whole to the power 1 by 3. Now in the next step, write 5 raised to the power 3 whole raised to the power 1 by 3. Now we are going to use the same identity that we have used for question number 1 and 2, where we actually multiply the powers. So 3 gets multiplied with 1 by 3. Now here this 3 and 3 gets cancelled and 5 has the power 1 with it, or we can just write that it is 5. Now let us solve question number 2. 9 is raised to the power 3 by 2. Now I can write 9 as 3 square and this whole is raised to the power 3 by 2. Now we are going to make use of the same identity that we used for question number 1. Here we are going to multiply these two powers. So 3 raised to the power 2 into 3 by 2. Now what is going to happen here is 2 and 2 gets cancelled and 3 is now having the power 3 left with it. And then what is 3's cube, or what is the value of 3 into 3 into 3? So our answer will be 27. Now let us do question number 2. 32 2 by 5. So I can write 32 as 2 to the power 5 and this whole is raised to the power 2 by 5. We have just seen that how 32 is equal to 2 to the power 5 in the previous question. Now using the identity, we are going to multiply the powers. So 5 remains as the base and 5 gets multiplied with 2 by 5. Now again 5 and 5 gets cancelled and 2 is left with power 2. And what is 2 square? It is 4. Let us do question number 3 now. Question number 3 is 16 3 by 4. So I will write 16 with the base 2 and we know that 16 is actually 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and this whole is to the power 3 by 4. Now 2 to the power 4 as 2 is 4 times here. So we are going to write 2 to the power 4 and this whole is raised to the power 3 by 4. Again use the same identity which we have used for question number 1 and now in question number 2 as well. So write 2 and multiply the powers. So 4 into 3 into 4. Now this 4 and this 4 gets cancelled and you have 2 to the power 3. And how much is 2 to the power 3? It is 8. 2 gets multiplied 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2 gives us number 8. Now let us start solving question number 4. So question number 4 is 125 raised to the power minus 1 by 3. In this case, we are going to remove this negative power. So to do that, we are going to make use of the loss of one of the laws of exponent. That is, if a is raised to the power minus m, then to remove that negative power, we actually take the reciprocal of the base and the power becomes positive. So we are going to say do the same thing here. 1 upon 125 and the power becomes now positive. Now I can write 1 as 1 into 1 into 1 and 125 as 5 into 5 into 5 raised to the power 1 by 3. So 1 upon 5 raised to the power 3 as it is 3 times. 1 is 3 times, 5 is 3 times. So I have made its cube and this whole is raised to the power 1 by 3. Now we are going to make use of the same identity that we have used in question number 1 and also in question number 2, first 3 questions. So we will multiply the powers. So 3 gets multiplied with 1 by 3 and now we can easily cancel this 3 and our answer is going to come as 1 by 5. So this is how you are going to solve question number 2. Now coming to the last question, that is question number 3, where you will be simplifying the given questions. Question number 1 is 2 is raised to the power 2 by 3 and it is multiplied with 2 1 by 5. So there is one of the laws of exponent which we can use for simplifying this question, which is whenever the bases are same and the powers are different. So here if you see the base is same but the powers are different and we are multiplying these two. In that case, we just write the base once and the powers are added. So we are going to follow the same thing for question number 1. So we will write base once and we are going to add the powers. So 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 5. So we are going to write 2 as it is and we are going to solve its power only. To solve this, we are going to take the LCM. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15 and here 2 gets multiplied with 5 plus 1 gets multiplied with 3. So you have 2 raised to the power, you get here 10 plus 3 upon 15 or you're going to write it as 2 raised to the power 13 by 15. Now let us solve question number 2. So question number 2 is 1 upon 3 cube to the power whole power 7. See 1 can be written as 1 cube, right? Because 1 into 1 into 1 3 times will ultimately give you 1 itself. So 1 cube upon 3 cube is whole raised to the power 7. In the next step, we are going to write 1 upon 3 whole cube, because both the terms inside are getting multiplied for 3 times, and this whole is raised to the power 7. It has the same base having multiple powers. So in this case, what we do is we multiply the powers. So 1 upon 3 raised to the power 3 into 7, and you get your answer as 1 upon 3 raised to the power 21, or you can actually write it as 1 upon 3 raised to the power 21, because if I write 1 raised to the power 21, I am going to get my answer as 1 only. So the power goes with 3. That is 21 is written along with 3. Now let us do question number 3. So question number 3 is 11 1 by 2 is divided by 11 1 by 4. Now this is again one of the identities where when a to the power m is divided by a to the power n. Bases are same, the powers are different, and we are dividing them. So what actually happens is we write the base once and the powers are subtracted. So we are going to follow the same thing here. 11 is written once. So from 1 by 2, we are going to take away 1 by 4. So let us now solve the power. So 11, you are going to get LCM as 4. You get here a 2 minus 1, and it is 11 1 by 4. So 11 1 by 4 will be our answer. Coming to the last question, that is question number 4. So question number 4 is 7 1 by 2 is multiplied with 8 1 by 2. Now to solve this question, we have an identity where when the bases are different but the powers are same. So you can see A and B are two different base, but the powers are same. So in this case, A gets multiplied with B and the power becomes their whole power. So let us use the same identity here. So 7 gets multiplied with 8 and the power becomes 1 by 2. And then you have 7 8s are 56. This is raised to the power 1 by 2. So this is how you are going to solve all the questions of exercise 1.6. So this is the end of chapter 1. In the next video, I am going to start the next chapter, that is chapter number 2. So stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful.